Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. One big, happy, exciting family that we are. I'd like to mention that I do have a private Facebook group. You're more than welcome to join as long as you have a profile. Also, if the video is too fast for you, you could always go into the description box below the video. There's a 2-minute link. It shows you how to slow down the video, and also to pause the video, have your closed caption turned on, take notes, and take it from there. I do not write patterns. For that reason, I put closed caption on. You guys can pause, take notes, and it helps you to slow down the video and go with it. Remember, everything is possible to create. Some people might say, I can't do that. That's just too experience or too. You know what? It's by there that you can gain the experience. And sometimes you'd be surprised at yourself, actually. Another thing I want to mention, I also have a Facebook page. You can follow Instagram and TikTok. Sometimes you guys create certain patterns and you're stuck, not just out of my own, but other people's. And I have a few of you that message me on Instagram or on my page, or in my group, of course. So you're more than welcome to do that if you're stuck. I am here to help you, so no issues. You can follow me on all of those social medias, and please do share the videos. Sharing is caring. The more we can invite friends and family, the bigger we can grow. It helps us creators to keep going. It's a way of gratitude towards us, and we highly, highly gratefully, appreciate all the help that we can get. These are 4-ply, 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal threads. They only sell them here in Europe. They're similar to Aunt Lydia, number 3 cotton. Mine's a little bit thinner, so my pieces become a little bit smaller. Remembering that when your tension is too tight on any project that you do, use a hook or two bigger than your normal size. If it's too loose, then cut down on the hook a size smaller or 2. In order to tighten up your tension. I get questioned a lot about these balls of thread. They're 100 grams, equivalent to 325 grams. They go for $12. The minimum of order, which I'm shipping them out, are 6 balls because of the shipping costs. It's horrendous. It's crazy. What can I say? I don't own the post office and the shipping company, right? Can't beat them up, as they say. So if you're interested, let me know. In the description box, there's all the information. Like I said, there's all my social medias. There's also my email and patterns that I do create. And you're interested to buy them, you could also email and get a hold of me. I do sell them. Okay, so for the most part, I use 2.75 hooks, sometimes 3.5. Pair of scissors cut the loose ends, and of course a small one to tuck in loose ends. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. I know that quite a bit of you like to watch my videos, but you got very lazy fingers or thumbs to give it those thumbs up. Help out the creators, not just myself, but many others that do need the help. Okay, it costs you nothing. It's for free. Thank you, everyone. Oh, and of course, thank you to all the women that came through for helping the other women in need of thread by donating. I also have the PayPal account below. You can donate for some of you that are considering or haven't yet. And below the video, there's a little bag of thanks. That's donations to be also received. But that belongs to YouTube. Automatically, they take 30% off of whatever you're giving. So for that reason, I have the PayPal account below because they don't take nothing. And it's more for the women. I also want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for the ones that have been tipping me for my work, for my services and my time here, dedicating myself almost day in, day out for you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone, so pretty much I'm still continuing to do the set. For some of you that haven't seen it yet, it's a bathroom set. This is the counter. Some people have big counters, so this is the doily for the counter. And then I have I'm using 4-ply 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal threads, similar to Aunt Lydia number 3. Aunt Lydia number 3 is a little bit thicker, so the project becomes a little bit bigger. Here we don't go by name of collars, we go by numbers. So this is collar number 29. I also have already finished the mat for the toilet, okay, which the tutorial is up. And I have the toilet seat cover, okay. So all of these links will be below in the description box. The flowers also, the link will be there, which is these little flowers, as you can see, and the little leaves. There's a tutorial to that too. We're going to create the rug for the sink, which will have 2 hearts. Now I wanted to indicate with you guys, if you want your rug to be bigger, longer, I should say, obviously it will be bigger also on the wideness, but long, you have to keep increasing by 35 chain stitch at the beginning when we do the chain stitch. This one has 1 heart, but the rug for the sink will have 2 hearts on each side. You can do 3, you can do 4, 5. It depends how big you want your rug to be. So just remember that when you do the first chain stitch, as we're going to start now, increase 35 chain stitch more, and then you'll have more hearts and longer doily or rug, carpet, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's get started. Please give a thumbs up on the video. It's extremely important. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you know it's free, so please do subscribe. Sharing is caring, and thank you to all of you. So I'll be using a 2.75 hook. Of course, if you're using Aunt Lydia number 3, you'd be using a 3.5, or even a 4, depending upon your tension. Small hook to tuck in loose ends, of course, a pair of scissors. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is make that chain stitch. Now, as I mentioned on the before, if you want it to go longer, you have to increase 35 chain stitch extra more. On the small doily, I have 48 chain stitch, so I want to double my hearts into 2 instead of 1. That means I'm going to do, we don't count the slip stitch, okay? That's never counted as a stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, until I have 83 chain stitch, okay? I have done 83 chain stitch. Also make sure that you turn your closed caption on. Your CC should be right up top. And in the description box, there's a link, 2-minute video that shows you how to slow down the video and to turn your closed caption on. I don't write patterns, so you can pause, take notes, and take it from there. Makes it easy for everybody. So 83 chain stitch. I'm not counting from the one that's on the hook. I'm counting from the one right after, going into my 6th loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Make sure you grab both strings, or your pattern will curve and bend, and it's not pretty. We're going to build groups of 3 double crochet, 1 per stitch, and 2 chain space. Skip 1, 2 into the 3rd one again. We're going to build those groups of 3 double crochet, 1 per stitch, all the way to the end. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. I've reached the end, and I'm going to do 6 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. Coming on the other side where I have that double crochet, and I'm going to do 8 slip stitch, so I can create that little loop like we have at the beginning. I'm going to go up, try to hide this thread in between 1, 2, and 3. That's for my double crochet, and then 2 more for space, 1 and 2. Coming into the next space, I'm going to create groups of 3 double crochet again, 2 chain, and create again groups of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and continue on again. So I have 3 groups, 2 chain. This is my 4th group of 3 double crochet. So after we've created the 4 groups of 3 double crochet, on my next one, on my 5th group, we're doing 4 double crochets instead of 3. This is the foundation of the first heart. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 3 double crochet. The 5th one is 4 double crochets, 2 chain. I'm going to create 5 groups now of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and continue on. So I'm going to do 5 groups of 3 double crochet. On my 6th group, I'm doing again the second foundation for the second heart with 4 double crochets. Okay, so I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 3 double crochet. On my 6th, 4 double crochets, 1, 2 chain, and I'm going to do again 4 groups of 3 double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end here of my 4th group of the 3 double crochets. Okay, so after my 4 double crochets, that's the second foundation for the heart, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups, exactly how we started here at the beginning. I'm going to do 2 chain. I'm going to come inside of my first, in that edge, that chain, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet. I'm going to do 6 double crochet, space 1 chain between them. So did my 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, space 1 chain, and I'm doing 2 chain space, okay, which is this one here that we've done. I'm going to come back in. Let me see if I'm right. Sometimes I get, no, I am not right. Hold on a minute. Yes, I am right. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I confuse myself, people. I have to look through the small one to figure out what I'm doing here. So you continue with the same exact thing. So where we have the 4 double crochets, that's where you have to add the 4 double crochets. So we know that it will be in the same place as we have on the other side. So continue with your groups. Remember what I said, what we do on one side, we must do on the other. So I'm doing the 3 double crochet groups, 2 chain, and okay, so here we have the 4 double crochets. That means I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. So you have to pay attention to that. We have the double crochets here, the 4, and so we do the 4 on the same position. Okay, so we did the 4, and now we create the 5 groups again. On the 6th, we have the 4 double crochets. Then we continue again all the way to the end, and we have to do the 6 double crochets in here, 1 chain space. So you create your group, your 2 chain, come in, do double crochet, 1 chain space, double crochet, 1 chain space, exactly how we did here. So the video doesn't become too long and I don't have to go to a third video. Okay, so I'll show you once I'm done. Okay, everyone, so we've left off over here and we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets. Not we left off, sorry. As you can see, we had the 4 double crochets and then created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 3 double crochet, my second foundation with the 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 3 double crochet again, 2 chain, 1 double crochet inside of the little loop here, 1 chain space between them. So I did 5, and this is my second one. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come back in this space with a single and 2 chain. I'm coming back in again. So I've done my first double crochet. We're going to start to increase on these 6 double crochet edges, the round edge of the rug. Each row we're always going to increase on the last double crochet. 2 double crochets on the last double crochet. Chain 2. I'm going to come on this first double crochet with 1 double crochet only. Okay, so basically we're always going to have a row of 1 double crochet, group, 1 double crochet, group. This is how our rows are going to be. Okay, double crochet, group, double crochet, group, double crochet, group, double crochet. That's how our rows are going to start. So right now we are here. So next row we're going to do the group. The row after that, 1 double crochet, group, 1 double crochet. So that's one way to know that you're not mistaken. So we have the group, 1 double crochet, chain 2, proceed again with your groups of 3 double crochet until we meet the space here of the 4 double crochets. We're going to do 2 only inside, 1 per stitch, and 2 here. So we'll be having 8 double crochets on the both foundations of the heart. Okay, so I'll meet you there. So I've reached the space of the foundation here of the heart. I'm going to do 2 double crochets only, 1 per stitch. Remembering what we're doing on this side, we must do on the other side. So you know all your 4 corners will have 1 double crochet only. Okay, so next space double crochet and 2 here at the end. 1 and 2. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8 double crochets. Continue with your groups. And when we get to the second foundation of the other heart, we'll be repeating the same thing right here. 2 inside, 1 per stitch, and 2 there. And then continuing with the groups until we get here. So we'll be doing the group here, and we'll be doing that 1 double crochet there. 2 chain, 2 in the same stitch. But I'll meet you here once we have completed already the second foundation of the heart. Okay, so very simple. Again, just to make sure that you don't get lost anywhere. So we are just before the 4 double crochets, 2 inside of the chain space, 1 per stitch. We'll have the total of 8 double crochets. I also want to mention, people, if you're using lightweight yarn, thread, something like that, they do sell the back parts for these rugs either at your hardware store or online or your Dollar Tree, or anyway, you can look for those. It's like almost like a glue one, so you don't slip. The rug doesn't move anywhere. People that are using like thick thread, cotton, it's heavy. It won't move, and you don't need to put a back part. But in a lot of cases, a lot of you cannot get access to these thick cotton threads. you can buy the back part, unless you're just decorating. You don't have older people or children running back and forth. Becomes dangerous for somebody to slip and hurt themselves, okay? Just to make sure that if it's just decorating, you have an extra guest to bathroom or something, not too much traffic, then you can use that to decorate. I don't suggest if you have a house with children or elderly people that might slip into this rug or mat and hurt themselves. Okay, so I've reached the last one. I'm doing that one double crochet only, chain 2, and I'm coming in and doing 2 double crochets in the same stitch, 2 chain space and 2 double crochets again. So this is row 2, and I'll call it row 2. We don't count the first one because there's nothing there. We have 1 double crochet, the increase is going to continue on. So 2 double crochet, next row 3 double crochet, always increasing on the last double crochet. So chain 2 again, always chain 2. This always stays the same, it's just increase until we don't increase anymore. And the only time that's going to change is when I'm going to change color to the gray. It will increase always until I come into the gray, and then it becomes all double crochet. So you'll know when I get there. Until I don't change color, it will be repeatedly the same way, increases on the last double crochet always. Okay, so 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so I'm in my last one. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 chain, and of course we're going to repeat that 1 double crochet because we are on the same row. Next row we'll have the group like that. Okay, so continue yours and I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I pretty much finished row 2, going into row 3. So you know that row 3 at the edges here on both edges will have the increase and we'll have the 3 double crochet. So I'm coming back in after I've closed with slip stitch, single 2 chain. On my second one I'm adding 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So now I have 3, 2 chain. In this row here we need the group, so I'm coming right on top of the double crochet and 2 inside of the space. It's always going to be like this throughout the rows. Group, 1 double crochet, group, next row, 1 double crochet on top of the double crochet. Chain 2, we're also going to increase in the heart foundation the same way as we've been doing. 2 double crochets at the beginning of the heart, and then 1 per stitch. So we're getting into the heart foundation. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups here. We're doing 2 double crochet, 1 per stitch, and then 2 at the end also. So I've done 2 at the beginning, 1 per stitch, and 2 at the end. I have 12 double crochets. Continuing again, 2 chain, create your groups until the next foundation and repeat the same thing as we just finished doing. Okay, until we get here, 2 double crochet, 1 per stitch, and 2 double crochet, exactly how we did here. Create your groups. Coming in here, we're doing 2 inside and 1 on top, but I'll meet you there, okay? So I've done my second foundation, so in between I have 3 groups in between the hearts, my 12 double crochet, my group, coming inside of that space with 2 double crochets and 1 on top. So I have my third group here, exactly how we started off. Okay, chain 2, doing my 1 double crochet and on my second one, 2 together. So we have 3 double crochets, chain 2, and proceed again the same way. 1 double crochet and 2 together. And of course, we're going to do exactly the same thing as we've done on this side. We'll be doing on this side. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 4. So I've closed in with slip stitch, coming back in, doing my single, my 2 chain. This is my first double crochet. I know that a lot of you start with 3 chain. Go ahead. You can do whatever way you start your first double crochet. So we're doing the increase on the last one. 2 chain, we have group here, so now we know we have only 1 double crochet to do exactly how we did here. Chain 2 and create your groups until we meet at the foundation of the heart. Chain 2, and again I'll meet you here at the foundation. So did my 2 groups, 2 chain. Inside of the space we're only doing 2 double crochet, 1 per stitch, and then 2 on the next space at the end. So we are having 16 double crochets. So I've done my 16, 2 at the beginning, 1 per stitch, and 2 at the end. Chain 2, continue your groups, and then on the last one we're doing 1 double crochet only. So you know that when you reach the second foundation of the second heart, it's just a repeat, 2 inside of the chain space, 1 per stitch. We'll be having the 16 double crochets. Same thing on the other side. All you have to do is look at your pattern when you're working on the other side. So 1 per stitch and then 2 at the end. I've done also my 16 double crochets. Chain 2, create your group of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, always the same thing. Two chain and my 1 double crochet only. 2 chain, and we're at the edge to create our increase, 2 double crochet on the last double crochet. So we have 4. This is row 4. Continue on. I'll meet you at the end. So I've started my row 5. So I've row 4 closed in with slip stitch, went back in with a single 2 chain, increase at the end. I have 5 double crochets. Chain 2, create your group again. 2 inside of the space, 1 on top of the double crochet. 2 chain, and again your group. So the foundation we're still increasing. 2 inside of the space and 1 per stitch. At the end also the same thing, 2 inside of the space. So we'll have 20 double crochets. The next foundation of the heart will be the same thing, 2 inside, 1 per stitch, and 2 at the end, 20 double crochets. Create your group, 2 inside of the space, 1 on top of the double crochet, 2 chain, and again the increase at the edge. Okay, so I'll meet you here at the end just to make sure that you're understanding. So I've done my 20 double crochets. 2 chain, create a 3 double crochets, and then again my 2 chain and the next foundation of the second heart. 2 double crochet, 1 per stitch, And getting to the end, you're going to do the group 2 double crochet and 1 on top. Okay, so, and then of course increase here. So this is what is different on this row. I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished doing my row, my increases on the last double crochet. So we have 5. Did the same thing on both sides, my 20 double crochets, my groups. So we have 1 in the center here and 2 on the sides before the corner edges. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 double crochets. Okay, I've done my 6 double crochets, so this is the 6th row. Continue to repeat the same thing, 1 double crochet here, obviously, because we have group, double crochet, and so on. To chain, create your groups of 3 double crochet and into the foundation of the heart, so 2 at the beginning and 2 at the end, 1 per stitch. And I'll meet you at the end of this foundation. I've done my 24 double crochets, chain 2, and proceed again with the next foundation. 2 double crochet and 1 per stitch. So we're going to continue to do that. Coming to the end, we're going to do the 2 double crochets, 2 chain, the group, 2 chain, and 1 double crochet. And then, of course, 2 chain and the increase. I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so I finished row 6, started row 7, single, 2 chain, did my 7 double crochets, of course, the increase at the end, 2 chain, my group, 2 chain, coming in the last double crochet here with double crochet, 2 more chain, and coming on my first double crochet of the heart foundation, we're going to repeat the 24 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of these 24 double crochets. I've done my 24 double crochets. I'm going to do my 2 chain and proceed again with 24 double crochets. So we're just repeating the same thing here. And I'll meet you at the end of this second heart foundation. And we're going to repeat exactly what we've done here on the 4 sides. So I've done my 24 double crochets, my 2 chain coming on the first double crochet with double crochet, 2 chain, and I'm going to come in my space here, create my 2 double crochets and 1 on top. And then proceed with the same way with the increase on your motif here at the edge. 2 on the last double crochet. Okay, and then I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, getting into row 8, which I have started, did my increase, 2 chain, my 1 double crochet, 2 chain, come in the center and create your group, 2 chain, and again on top of the double crochet we're going to do 11 double crochets, 11 double crochets. I've done my 11 double crochets, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, chain 2, skip 2 space into the third and do your 11 double crochets again. I've done my 11 double crochets, going to do my 2 chain and proceed again with 11 double crochets on the second heart. So we're going to repeat exactly the same thing what we've done here onto this one. So I've done my 11 double crochets. Again, chain 2, come into your double crochet. I'm going to create my group, or you can come directly inside. Chain 2, and again into the last double crochet, exactly how we have here at the beginning, and then create your chain 2 and create your 8 double crochets. Okay everyone, so onto row 9. I've done my 9 double crochets, of course, with the increase. Chain 2, doing the group of 3 double crochet, my 2 chain, coming into the center here where we have the heart foundation, doing my group, 2 chain. I'm going to skip 2 space and come into third and do 7 double crochets total. We're going to start to close the heart out to shape the top of the heart. So 7 double crochets. I've done my 7 double crochets, 2 chains. So that means we don't do the 2 first and we don't do the 2 last. Coming into the center of the heart with the 3 double crochet group. And of course, both sides are the same way. Skip 2 space into the third and do your 7 double crochets. So exactly how we just finished doing that one, the first one here. So we don't do the first 2 double crochet and we don't do the last 2. So I've done my 7 double crochets, 2 chain, coming into no, yes, of course. So we're doing, no, not the first one, I'm sorry. We're going into the center, create the group of 3 double crochet, 2 chain, so this is in between the hearts. Skip the first 2 and into the third and create your 7 double crochets. And we're going to repeat exactly the same thing what we've done here. Okay, I've done my 7 double crochets, 2 chain, coming in the center here with my group of 3 double crochet, chain 2, and coming into the center of this one here and creating my second group and one on top of the double crochet, chain 2, create your 9 double crochets, 1 per stitch and 2 at the very end. So very simple, and I'll meet you at the end. You have to repeat exactly the same thing on the other side. So you have your total of your 9 double crochets, 2 in the same stitch, of course. Chain 2, and then proceed again the same way. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay everyone, so I've started row 10 with my 10 double crochets with the increase, 2 chain, 1 double crochet. As usual, group, double crochet, 2 chain, group, 2 chain, group. I'm going to do 2 chain, skip 2 space here and do my double crochet. We're going to have a total of 3 double crochets. So basically this row is about double crochet, groups of 3 double crochets into the next space with 3 double crochets, 2 chain into the next space of the 2 chain, and 3 double crochets. So it's basically all groups. 2 chain, skip 2 space, go into the 3rd, and create 3 double crochet. 2 chain, and repeat everything again. So we're just repeating what we just finished doing with the first heart shape. 2 chain, and again create your group of 3 double crochet, chain 2, skip the first 2, going to the 3rd. So it's just a repeat now. So this row is just groups of 3 double crochet, and then of course we have the 2 space here at the end. So we'll have the 2 space here, here, and here, and then create your 10 double crochet. So this is row 10. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, everyone, so started row 11 with 11 double crochets, of course the increase on the last one. We're going to repeat this row the same way of groups. So 3 double crochet, groups, 2 chain, and continue on with the 3 double crochets. So it's just groups. We're just repeating these groups and the increase on the edges of both sides of the pattern. Okay, so just continue to do where we have the 2 chain, we're doing the groups, and then when we get to, of course here we'll be doing the 2 double crochets so we can form the groups, and so it's groups everywhere, and then increase on the last one, 11 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, going into row 12. Now, row 12 and 13 are exactly the same thing as we just finished doing on row 11. So we're just doing the increase and creating groups of 3 double crochet. Okay, so this is row 12, and the next row, row 13, are exactly the same thing as row 11. Just creating the 2 double crochets here at the end. So we have 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Next row is 13. 2 chain, and we continue to create those 3 double crochet groups on this row, and next row the same exact thing. Okay, so we're just going to continue to do this row 12 and the next row exactly the same and increasing. So next row, row 13, you're supposed to have 13 double crochets. Okay, and I'll meet you at the end of row 13 once I complete it. So I'm going to finish my row 12 and then come back and do row 13. Okay, everyone, so I've done my 13 rows we had left off on row 12, and we have 13 on this last row. Okay, and of course it ends with all groups. So I'm going to come in now with my gray, and this row will be all about double crochets. Okay, so I'm going to start off where we've been starting the groups, the double crochets, just so it won't be any different, with a single and chain 2. I'm going to do 1 per stitch double crochet. The only difference is on this row we are not doing the increase at the end. We're just doing 1 double crochet because we will be increasing where we have the chain space. Okay, So 1 per stitch, trying to hide my little leftover threads here. So I've done 13 double crochets, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. No increase. On this first chain here, we're doing 2 double crochets and 1 per stitch. Okay? But only on this first one. On the next ones, we're doing only 1 double crochet. Okay? So on this one here, 1 double crochet. Even though we have that a 2 chain space, it doesn't matter. And 1 per stitch. We're going to do that until we reach here. On this last one here, we're doing 2 double crochet going into the curve. Okay, everywhere else where we have this chains is 1 double crochet only and 1 per stitch. So I'll meet you there at the edge. Okay, everyone, so I reached the end here, so we're going to do 2 double crochets inside of this 2 chain space, and all 4 corners will be like this and 1 per stitch. Again, the same thing here, 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets until the very last one here. Okay, so that's our increase that we're doing on this row 13. 1 per stitch, no increase here at the end. We'll be doing this all the way around the same way. So 1 only and 2 inside of the 2 chain stitch. We need to do the increase here on the edge, okay? And we're going to do it also on this side, 2, and then becomes 1, 1, 1 until we meet the other end with 2, okay? And of course 1 per stitch. So I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, everyone, so now we are going back with the red, and I'm going to start exactly where we usually start our first row. So I'm going to come in with a single and 2 chain. That's my first double crochet. Coming into the next space, double crochet into the next one, double crochet. I'm going to do a total of 7 double crochets. I have 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 3. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come in the 4th one and do my 7 double crochets again. We're going to repeat this until the before the other edge, because then it changes up a bit. The round edges, we're only going to skip 1 and go into the second. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, skip 1, 2, 3 on your 4th one, and continue again doing your groups of 7, and then I'll come back to you and tell you how many groups I have. So I have 8 loops or chain of 3, 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, skipping 3 going into the 4th, and I have 9 groups of 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just want to confirm here on my smaller pattern. Okay, so now we're going to do 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to skip only 1 because we're at the edge. We don't want the pattern to pull, and continue to do your 7 double crochets, skipping only 1 space. I'm going to continue to do it, and I'll tell you how many loops again I have. 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and again skip 1 into the next one, and do your 7 double crochets. Okay, chain 3, skip 1, and then your groups again. I will let you know how many of loops I have. Skipped only one space. Okay, everyone, so from the one that we had skipped 3, went into the 4th, then we did our 7, skipped only 1. So this is the first one we skipped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 loops, skipping only one space, okay? And then counting the groups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups of 7. Now here we're going to start skipping by 2 and 3 chains, and start skipping 1, 2, 3, going back into the 4th and doing our 7 double crochets and repeating everything until the next corner. Okay, so I will let you know again how many I have. Okay, everyone, so from the last one we did here, we skipped only 1. We did the 7 double crochets, and again I've skipped the 3, went into the 4th. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's more than that. Hold on. Let me get this straight here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 loops of 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups of 7 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got this little fly going around. Okay, so we're still going to create the 3 groups and still skip here on this one. We're going to have 8 groups. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th. So we'll have 8 loops of 3 chain and do the 7 double crochets, and then after this we're going to skip by 1 only. So I have 2, 4, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, skip by 1, and continue to create your 7 double crochets until we meet the end. Hopefully we don't have to do any adjustment. If we do, then we'll do it together. 2, 4, 6, and 7. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the end after doing my 1 space skip, and I had to make a little adjustment. So I had to put 2 together and 2 together to make my 7, so we can have only 1 left to skip. So no biggie. So you put, after you do your skipping 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet. So we have 3 alone and 2 together and 2 together. Your total of 7. So makes no difference on the pattern. I'm going to go into the next double crochet. So we're going to skip now the first and the last one. Single 2 chain. I'm going to do 5 double crochets total by skipping the first double crochet and the last double crochet. This row will be repeatedly the same way all the way around. I'm coming directly on the middle chain. We have 3 chains we did, so the second one, and I'm doing 3 double crochets inside of the same stitch to create my foundation of the little hearts. Again, skipping 1 space, going into the next, and doing my 5 double crochets again. So very simple, nothing to it. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. We're almost done. We're creating little hearts around it. Again, skip the first, come into the second, and create 3 double crochets. So these are the foundations to the little hearts at the edge. 3 double crochets. Skip the first double crochet, come in the second, create your 5 double crochets. I will meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished my row. Again, I'm going to skip the first, going to the second with a single, and doing a double crochet. I'm coming back into the same space with another double crochet on the same stitch. Next space, 1 alone. No, I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry, that's on the foundation of the heart. Okay, so on the second one, double crochet, double crochet. So we're going to have 3 double crochets on this motifs, okay? Coming into the first, let me just check here to make sure. Okay, so we're doing 2 double crochets here, and on the center one, we're doing 3 double crochets. On the last one, 2 double crochets. So we're going to have 2, 4, 6, 7 double crochets on the group of 3. And then skipping the first, coming on the second, doing again 3 double crochets, 1 per stitch, coming on the first again where we have the groups, doing 2 double crochets on the first one, 3 double crochets on the second, all on the same stitch, and 2 on the last one. Total of 7 double crochets. We're going to repeat this all the way around the same way, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the end. Now, you can do this 2 ways. You can do the walk, as I call it, with a slip stitch all the way to the first one here, or you can just bring that thread to the back double crochet if you don't want to go through all of that hassle, and doing 3 chain, coming on the same double crochet and doing 1 more. We're going to jump directly from this heart, that's part of the heart where I've done the 2 double crochets, into this first double crochet with 2 double crochets. So we're going to do 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet alone, 2 double crochets in the same stitch, 1 double crochet alone, 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and 1 double crochet alone, and the very last one, 2 in the same stitch. So we start off with 2 on the same stitch, and we finish with 2 on the same stitch. Okay, this is part of the heart here, so that's the 2 last ones. 2, 1 alone, 2, 1 alone, 2, 1 alone, 2. Jump directly from here to here and create again 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet in the same stitch, 1 double crochet, 2, made a mistake here. Okay, so I see where I went wrong. So in the bottom here, we're supposed to have 3 double crochet, and I did only 2. And this is good that I made that mistake, because it will teach you not to take it down and go and create the third one here on the center. Okay, so I've done 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to come in right between both of them, and I'm going to do a 1 double crochet there, and then I'm coming right back in and doing another double crochet. So automatically I have my 3 double crochets there, and then on the next one 2 double crochets together, and you don't have to take it down. 1 double crochet alone, and 2 on the very last one. And we have all of the stitches in. Okay, so just jump again to the next heart, create your 2 double crochets, and then do again 1 alone, 2 together, 1 alone, 2 together, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've closed in on that double crochet that we started. Remember, we did 2. Now I'm going to come back again on the back double crochet, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4 more double crochets, total of 5, all in the same stitch. So I have 4 and 5. I'm going to come in between both hearts and close this in, because this is half of the heart, okay? And close in with a single. Again, I'm going to skip 1, 2. On my third one, I'm doing 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to skip 1, 2 on my third one, so we're closing up the hearts in single. 1, 2 on my third one. Again, repeating those 5 double crochets. We'll complete this one once we come here with a single and go directly and close in with slip stitch, because that's exactly how this one we're doing here. So 4, 5, come in between the hearts in the center, single, skip 1, 2 into the third one, and create your 5 double crochets. And this is pretty much it for this rug. If you want it bigger, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, 1, 2, 3, single. You can increase the hearts and you have a bigger, longer rug. This also makes a beautiful table runner, depending on the size that you would like. So it's, it's perfect for both ways. So we have 5 in between, so it's just a repeat now. Okay, and this is how the heart is shaped, formed. So pretty much this is it for this video. And you can add your flowers if you like, or leave it as it is. Okay, you can put 2, 3 flowers, up to you. I will only be adding at the end when I'm done, and take it from there and see how I like it. Okay, I'll have the measurements at the end and how much thread I've used, remembering that Aunt Lydia, it will be bigger, which is perfect. Okay, so I will see you in the next tutorial. And the next tutorial will be the half moon rug mat, if you want to call it, for the tub. So join me for the next one. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Once I have all the sets complete, then I will display everything in the bathroom so you can see, have a look what it looks like, even though my bathroom is much bigger than where this is going. It's a smaller bathroom, so obviously, it will look a little bit too small for my bathroom, let's say, but it gives you an idea what it looks like. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do the water tank cap. I might do that too. I will see. Okay, so until next time, everyone, thank you so much. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up. It's extremely important. Sharing is caring. And please subscribe, hit that subscription button. It's free and it helps us creators a lot. I send you much love, much hugs. Thank you so much for being here. Till next time, everyone. Bye-bye.